All right. So when it comes to dealing with advice, I mean, the thing is that not all advice is obviously the same. Some advice does actually work, and some other advice is kind of garbage. You know, I mean, yeah, there is good advice, but some advice is just terrible. And I think the or the just bro advice is, as what I like to call it, that type of advice falls in the category of garbage, useless advice. The just bro advice. Oh, just work on yourself, bro. Oh, just do this, bro. Oh, just work as hard as you can, bro. Like, that advice gets annoying it gets annoying to hear, right? Now, obviously, the intent of that advice is actually pretty good. They want you to work on yourself. They want you to actually improve. But I feel like the way they're saying it is very annoying. Like, they always say just bro. Just do this, bro. Just work on yourself, bro. And it's like that becomes very annoying the more you hear it. And the more you realize as well that that kind of advice, honestly, it kind of it kind of just it doesn't really fit well. It doesn't sit well when I hear it. You know, um, it's kind of just filler advice. Like, honestly, I feel like that the ones that are saying just bro advice, I genuinely think there is just bro syndrome. I'm not even kidding. Like, that kind of advice is just strange. I feel like the people that are saying that have just ran out of good, positive things to actually say that could help you, and it's like, well, I've got nothing else to say. I've literally got nothing else to say, so it's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you this because I don't know what else to say, and it's like, well, I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you this just because I can, and just because I want to tell you something, and I don't know what to tell you, so I'm just gonna tell you that. Well, here's the thing: if you don't know what to say, then why are you even speaking to begin with? That's first. That is literally the number one thing. The second thing is how to deal with just bro advice, as what I like to call it. So when it comes to that, honestly, I feel like, I mean, here's the thing: ignoring does work. All right, ignoring it does work. Anytime you hear someone tell you, "Oh, just work on yourself, bro. Oh, just work just work as hard as you can, bro. Just do this, bro. Like, come on, bro. Just go to the gym, bro." Like, anytime you hear that, anytime you hear an advice like that, just say, "Yeah, yeah, okay." I mean, just don't even respond with anything big. Just say, "Yeah, okay," as if you don't actually care. Where it's like, I mean, you could care somewhat if the person is trying to tell you something good. You could care somewhat, but honestly, usually when it comes to just bro advice, that kind of advice, it's kind of bad. It doesn't result in anything good. It doesn't actually motivate you to do something good. It's just it's kind of the advice that you get when someone's defeated, in my opinion. Like, if you're defeated, uh the person that thinks you're defeated is probably going to give you that advice, which I absolutely hate. Like, bro, no, I'm not defeated. Why do you think that? Why the hell do you think that? Like, no. Here's the thing: if I was defeated, it would actually be much more obvious than you try to make it out to be. It would be much more obvious. Uh, so you wouldn't just assume that it's true. So I don't know where they even I don't know where they even think of that. I don't even know where they get that idea from. Like, I genuinely think just bro advice, that's the type of advice that people give to other people when they're defeated. And it's like, well, that's already a red flag because, I mean, that's obviously not what you want to hear. That is definitely not what you want to hear. So, and it just tends to be annoying. It really tends to be annoying. I don't know. Just bro advice is very fucking annoying. I don't know what I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is, but it's like, it's so annoying to hear it. Anytime someone speaks of it, anytime someone actually, like, tries to tell you, just do this, bro, just do that, bro. Like anytime someone tells you that, it's so annoying. Like it becomes very annoying. And this might just be me. Like I don't know. I When someone tells me that, I don't even try to hear them out at that point. It becomes very annoying. I feel like the best way to deal with that is to either like ignore them. I mean, here's the thing. I feel like ignoring anything in general is probably the most powerful card you can play, because you can literally ignore anything, and literally anything that exists. You can just ignore anything, ignore everything, and I feel like that always works. When Whether someone's picking on you, whether someone's doing this to you, whether someone's telling you this, like whether that person is in a higher level than you or a lower level than you can ignore them. You can still ignore them. I feel like ignoring someone or ignoring something is probably the most powerful card you can play. Ignoring, like in general, ignoring. That is a very powerful thing that you can do. But does it always work? I mean, it depends, because some people, they might not get affected if like if you ignore them, they might not get affected. They might keep going. I mean, some people might get bored if you just keep ignoring them, but some people may not get bored, like me. But I don't know. But I feel like ignoring in general. I mean, here's the thing: you can never really tell if you don't do it. So like, if you never ignore, well, you're never gonna be able to tell. So I feel like ignoring at first, the very first thing that you can do, if you can ignore what is being said to you, I feel like that's probably the first thing you can do. That is probably the first thing that you can do. And in that situation, you're gonna be able to assess what's happening after that. So you're gonna be able to assess what's happening after that. So that means, oh, so the person got bored. He's not telling me just bro advice anymore. Okay, this works. But if he's not bored, if he still tells you meaningless shit, if he still tells you meaningless stuff, well, I mean, there are probably other ways you can deal with it. But I mean, I guess the best thing, like I said, is to just say, yeah, okay. Like, make it seem like you don't actually care while you also care at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. So, I don't know. That's kind of what I would do if someone tells me just bro advice. So, yeah.